Hi Matt. I recently made my first $1,000 on TikTok, and I want to share with you guys the secrets that you need to know about the platform in order to make this kind of money as passive or main income. Because the truth is, if you want to make money as a content creator, you have to know the ins and outs of your platform. So I'm going to go over how I made my first $1,000, how long it took me, and what I would do differently if I had to do it all over again. So let's get into it. Now, the first $1,000 that I made on the platform actually started with the Creator Fund, which is a program you're able to join at 10,000 followers that pays about 1 cent per 1,000 views. Now, in this time period, I made about $100, and that was in the first 2 months of joining the Creator Fund. And I focused on viral content. Now, every single view counts in this program, and I was putting out videos that were getting tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and occasionally millions of views each time. Now, most of them would be really short form content because that's what does really well on TikTok. Now, it's very different from something like YouTube, where you're posting multiple minute long videos. On TikTok, it's all about the 6-second hooks, 3-second hooks and 6-second videos. But the nice thing about the Creator Fund is that it doesn't really have strict rules about copyright or what is original content. You will get payment based on whatever content you upload for the most part, as long as it isn't taken down for whatever reason. Now, I was eligible for this in April of 2023, and I was in there for about a month and a half. And afterwards, I was eligible for something called the Creativity Beta Program, which now is just called the Creativity Program, but at the time it was actually a beta. Now, this program has much higher CPM than the Creator Fund, but it still is middling compared to other social media sites like YouTube. I'm getting around $2 per 1,000 views, which is 1,000 eligible views, which I'll get to that in a minute, which is much higher than the Creator Fund, but much lower than I would get on YouTube. To join this program, you again just need 10,000 followers, which, while that seems like a high number, it's very doable. However, there are some caveats with this program. First of all, you need to make content that is over 1 minute long to be eligible. These 6-second videos don't cut it anymore. While I was having multiple videos getting hundreds of thousands of views that were 6 seconds long in the Creator Fund, I would make nothing from them by the Creativity Beta Program. Also, the views only count for monetization if they are from the For You page. They also have to be unique viewers, so the same person can't watch the video multiple times, and they have to watch the video for at least 5 seconds and do not hit the dislike or not interested button. It's kind of a lot of hoops to jump through, but it really is worth it in the end. Now, all of this together pushes my CPM from around $2 to realistically around $1, $1.25 per actual 1,000 real views. But in terms of qualified views, it's around $2 per 1,000. And if you caught what I said earlier, only views from the For You page count for this. So if people search up your content and it's the #1 search when someone looks up a topic, or if it's shown on the other feeds like the following feed or the STEM feed, you don't get money for those views, which I've had that happen a few times where I've gone viral on searches or the STEM feed, and I don't get anything for that. It's very frustrating, and I'm hoping to do something about it. However, I've made hundreds of dollars from single videos. My biggest video I got about $300 from, and it was a little over 1 minute long, and people really liked it. So you hit current events, you hit trends, and you will go viral on the For You page and actually make money out of this program, so it's worth it. My final note here is that the Creativity Beta Program pays out on the 15th of every month. Now, the amount that you will get paid is determined on the last calendar day of the month. So for example, September would be on the 30th, and you wouldn't get paid for that until October 15th. So if you join, say, October 1st of this year, you won't see a dime out of the Creativity Beta Program until the 15th of November. So keep that in mind if you have any bills that are due, you know. Now, I want to talk about how long it took me to get to this point where I was making $1,000 off the platform. I started in June of 2022 making videos on TikTok, and I really didn't have plans to monetize because there weren't really options to monetize. I don't think the Creator Fund was really around until later that year, and I definitely didn't have enough followers to join it. Now, I grew to 10,000 followers by April of 2023. That's when I really hit my stride and was making really good content that I was happy with, and people were following me because of it. Now, in my previous strategy to grow my channel, I was making content that I thought would go viral as one-off memes and jokes, but the reality is people don't follow over that stuff. You really have to grow slowly in order to get a following that's devoted. Now, in my first 8 months, I got about 10 million views total. And I can track this because I made a hashtag using my username, and I can go back and check how many views my account has gotten in total anytime I want. It's a really good trick that you should actually know, so keep that in mind. But because I was just going viral and not giving good educational, long-form, sturdy content that people wanted to come back to all the time, I wasn't really growing my channel and people weren't really following me. Now, the Creator Fund, when I was in it for the first month and a half, I got about $75 total from about 3 million views worth of content, which is not bad. It's nothing to shake a stick at, but it wasn't anywhere near the $1,000 that I've gotten in total now. But once I joined the Creativity Beta program in May, the profits really started going up. Now, May was a very slow month for me, but in June, I had some content go really viral that was about how to make certain things to help with allergies, which if you want to know how to make a Corsi Rosenthal box or a DIY air purifier, I'm your guy. Check out my TikToks. Now, many of those videos have cashed in $50, $100, $150 per video. That's pretty crazy. However, it's pretty inconsistent unless you have a very strict format and brand that you're sticking to. That's the thing with TikTok, is consistency is key. The Creativity Beta program is a very popular thing to be in now, so the 1 minute plus content block is very cutthroat. Keep that in mind if you're trying to approach that people in your niche will be doing the same or similar things to keep people's attention. So if you are not very consistent about your posting and making sure that your content is good, it will not do numbers. But I did end up hitting $1,000 total in September of this year. And the cool thing is I made 10 times as much as I did in the Creator Fund with half the views. That means that it's about 20 times as efficient for me to be in the Creativity Beta program as it is to be in the Creator Fund. Now, if you want to know what I would change about my approach to social media, there's a couple things. First off, I would switch to long-form content earlier in my journey, and I would make sure to collaborate with other people who are in my niche. Now, I've done a lot of stitches and duets with people, but I haven't actually worked on anyone with a video, and that's a very important way to grow your channel, because odds are there's someone else who's interested in the stuff that you are too. Another thing that I would do is I would focus more on that slow, steady growth as a creator instead of searching for viral content all the time. I would still mix in some memes here and there and do some of that shorter content, but I would make the focus and the bread and butter these longer minute-plus videos, because those are what really rake in the money. I would also focus on viewer retention, and that's not only the amount of time that people spend watching videos, but also when they come back to view your videos later. And the ways to do this are by adding things like playlists, doing things as a series, and making sure that you are adding value with each video so that the viewer says, oh, I learned something from you, or oh, this was really interesting, this changed my perspective, or I liked this content, or they want to come back for more. And the most important thing on TikTok, honestly, is to hone in on your niche. Do videos that are related to a thing that you want to focus on and you can talk about for hours. If that means sitting down and making a list of topics to figure out which ones you love the most, do that. There's probably something you're really interested in that other people will want to hear you talk about. And make sure you get a format that works. That's the key to doing this, is consistency and flexibility, that you can do anything at any time, any topic in your realm. It's kind of a lot. Also, side note, make sure that you are making content that is able to be put on multiple platforms if you're looking to do this as more than just a side gig. TikTok and Instagram Reels, for example, are vertical video formats, but YouTube, which I'm on right now, is horizontal. So those vertical videos don't do very well on YouTube's algorithm, except for in Shorts, which really doesn't monetize very well, so keep that in mind. Now, my goal is actually to hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel so that I can show you guys the difference in monetization processes for YouTube as opposed to something like TikTok. So if you subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, like this video, and let me know what kind of content you want to make on TikTok, that will really help me out, and I'll be able to share with you guys my journey of monetization on YouTube. But thank you guys, and I'll see you around. Bye, Matt.